Prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये आराध्यो भगवान् व्रजेशतनयस्तद्धाम वृन्दावनम् रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधू वर्गेण या कल्पिता श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलं प्रेम पुमर्तो महान् श्रीचैतन्यमहाप्रभोर्मतमिदं तत्रादरो न परा Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today being Shri Vamana Dwadashi, the divine appearance day of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vamanadev, we will take a special verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, and this is Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 19, Text 30. The demigods are offering their prayers to Lord Varahadev. देवा ऊचुः नमो नमस्तेऽखिलयज्ञतन्तवे स्थितौ घृतामलसत्त्वमूर्तये नमो नमस्तेऽखिलयज्ञतन्तवे स्थितौ गृहीतामलसत्त्वमूर्तये दिष्ट्या हतोऽयं जगताम् अरुन्तुदस् त्वत्पादभक्त्या वयम् ईश निर्वृताः. We will recite it again, all of us together. Deva uchuhu namo namaste khilayajnatantave स्थितौ गृहीतामलसत्त्वमूर्तये दिष्ट्या हतोऽयं जगताम् अरुन्तुदस् त्वत्पादभक्त्या वयम् ईश निर्वृताः नमो नमस्तेऽखिलयज्ञतन्तवे स्थितौ गृहीतामलसत्त्वमूर्तये दिष्ट्या हतोऽयं जगताम् अरुन्तुदास त्वत्पादभक्त्या वयमीश निर्वृताः. Translation and purport by our beloved founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Srila Bhai Charana Arvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The demigods addressed Lord Varahadev and prayed thus: all obeisances unto you. You are the enjoyer of all sacrifices, and you have assumed the form of a boar in pure goodness for the purpose of maintaining the world. Fortunately for us, this demon Hiranyaksha, who was a torment to the worlds, has been slain by you. And we too, O Lord Varahadev, are now at ease in devotion to your lotus feet. Haribol. Purport. Srila Prabhupada writes, the material world consists of three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. But the spiritual world is pure goodness. It is said here that the form of the Lord is pure goodness, which means that it is not material. In the material world, there is no pure goodness. In Srimad Bhagavatam, the stage of pure goodness is called Sattvam Vishuddham. Vishuddham means pure. In pure goodness, there is no contamination by the two inferior qualities, namely passion and ignorance. Therefore, the form of the boar in which the Lord appeared is nothing of the material world. There are many other forms of the Lord, but none of them belong to the material qualities. Such forms are non-different from the Vishnu form, and Vishnu is the enjoyer of all sacrifices. The sacrifices which are recommended in the Vedas are meant to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In ignorance only, people try to satisfy many other agents, but the real purpose of life is to satisfy the Supreme Lord Vishnu. All sacrifices are meant to please the Supreme Lord. The living entities who know this perfectly well are called demigods or godly or almost God. Since the living entity is part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, it is his duty to serve the Lord and please him. The demigods are all attached to the personality of Godhead, and for their pleasure, the demon, who was a source of trouble to the world, was killed. Purified life is meant to please the Lord, and all sacrifices performed in purified life are called Krishna consciousness. This Krishna consciousness is developed by devotional service, as clearly mentioned here. Hare Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that Lord Brahma had a son called Sri Swayambhuva Manu, who is the leader of all the humanity. And when Swayambhuva Manu appeared from Lord Brahma, he prayed to Lord Brahma that I am supposed to be the father of mankind. But I see that the earth planet is submerged in the Garbhodaka ocean. the universal ocean. It is submerged right at the bottom. And it is the earth that is the resting place for all humanity. So, what am I supposed to do? Please help. I am the father of mankind. Mankind is supposed to live on the earth planet, but the earth planet is submerged. Please help me. At that time, Lord Brahma realized that yes, indeed, the earth was completely submerged under the Garbhodaka ocean. So Lord Brahma was contemplating that while I was busy in the work of universal creation, I did not realize that the earth planet has sunk to the very bottom of the Garbhodaka ocean. Not Pacific Ocean, not Atlantic Ocean, not Indian Ocean. This is millions and millions and millions of times larger. The Garbhodaka ocean, which fills half the universe. What do I do now? As Lord Brahma, who is a pure devotee of Lord Krishna's, as Lord Brahma was contemplating in this way, what do I do? What do I do? Suddenly from his nostril came a tiny entity. This entity was in the shape of a boar and started growing in size, growing in size, growing in size, growing in size in the sky and became huge, humongous, as it is said nowadays, humongous. But he was very beautiful. He had lotus eyes. His body was decorated with beautiful ornaments. The forehead was marked with auspicious tilak. And Brahmaji immediately understood that this was the Supreme Lord, Varahadev. Lord Brahma began offering prayers. As Shukdev Goswami is narrating this to Maharaj Parikshit, Maharaj Parikshit interrupts his spiritual master and says, "O spiritual master, O Gurudev, can you please tell me more about Lord Varahadev and the activities of Lord Varahadev?" And then Shukdev Goswami starts narrating that this Varahadev, who killed the demon Hiranyaksha, was showing supreme mercy to everyone by appearing in this world. He was showing mercy to Lord Brahma, he was showing mercy to Swayambhuva Manu, he was showing special mercy to Hiranyaksha, who he was killing. And how that is so, Shukdev Goswami begins to narrate. Shukdev Goswami says that in the spiritual world, in Vaikuntha, there are innumerable Vaikuntha planets, spiritual planets, and on each planet, Krishna lives with his dear devotees in a different form. On one particular Vaikuntha planet, once Mother Lakshmi Devi had gone to attend to her devotees. And when she returned to Vaikuntha, the gatekeepers Jay and Vijay, they stopped Mother Lakshmi Devi at the door and said, "You cannot enter because Lord Vishnu is taking rest. You have to wait." This was highly inappropriate because Mother Lakshmi Devi is the topmost devotee in the Vaikuntha planets. And why Jay and Vijay stopped her is difficult to understand because they are pure devotees. But sometimes power and position, the lesson that we can learn from this is power and position can sometimes make us arrogant and proud. So much so that we may mistreat our superiors, being infatuated with pride that is born out of power and position that we wield. When Mother Lakshmi was ill-treated in this way, she was made to stand outside Vaikuntha, made to wait. She predicted that because of the pride that Jay and Vijay have acquired, oh, they will fall down from Vaikuntha. Sometime later, four sons of Lord Brahmas who are very pure, the four Kumar brothers, Sanak Kumar, Sanatan Kumar, Sananda Kumar, Sanaka, Sanatana, um, Sanandana, I'm forgetting the fourth name, but the four Kumar brothers, Sanak Kumar, Sanat, Sanat Kumar, Sanatan Kumar, something like that. My memory is failing me. But the four Kumar brothers, the sons of Lord Brahma, they came to Vaikuntha. And when they came to Vaikuntha, they had a desire to have darshan of Lord Vishnu. And Jay and Vijay did again what they did with Mother Lakshmi. They stopped the four Kumar brothers. Now, the four Kumar brothers were highly advanced spiritualists. Yes. Sanak, Sanatan, Sanandan, Sanat Kumar. Thank you. Thank you. So they were stopped by Jay and Vijay, and because they were deprived of the opportunity to have darshan of the Lord, they got angry and they cursed Jay and Vijay that you are supposed to be servants of Lord Vishnu and you are doing the greatest disservice to Lord Vishnu by not allowing his devotees to have his darshan. You are depriving us of the opportunity to see our Lord. Therefore, we curse you that may you be born on earth as demons. And then Lord Vishnu came. Jai Vijay became very repentful. They started apologizing. Sorry, sorry, we didn't realize that you are great souls. We thought you are just 5-year-old naked kids running around. And we just thought we should send you away and tell your moms to put on some diapers for you before you entered Vaikuntha. We are really sorry. But the curse was already spoken. And Lord Vishnu promised them that you are my servants, you have made a mistake. And because you have made a mistake, I am responsible for that mistake. And Lord Narayan told Jai Vijay that your fall down was already predicted by Lakshmi Devi because you had ill treated her. When we ill treat one person, it becomes a tendency and then we ill treat others also. But don't worry, because you have served me so nicely for such a long time, you are my eternal devotees. I will come and rescue you. You'll have to take 3 births on earth, and every time I will come and I will rescue you. You don't worry. You will never forget me. Even as demons, you will remember me, but you will remember me in enmity. You will remember me with inimical feelings. Now you have feelings of devotion. But because you have hurt my devotees, you have hurt Lakshmi ji, you have hurt the four Kumar brothers, you will have to suffer. You will remember me, but you will remember me in an inimical way. Just try to understand this, dear devotees. Jai Vijay have lot of love, affection, and respect for Lord Vishnu. Why did they stop Lakshmi Devi when she wanted to enter Vaikuntha? Oh, because our Lord is resting. He is taking rest. Don't disturb him. So their intention was the welfare of their master, Lord Vishnu. But the way they did it was wrong. While expressing their love and loyalty to Lord Vishnu, they were hurting the great devotees of Lord Vishnu like Lakshmi ji and the four Kumar brothers. Lakshmi Devi has a Vaishnava Sampradaya, Shri Sampradaya, and the four Kumar brothers have their Vaishnava Sampradaya, the Kumar Sampradaya. They are great acharyas, spiritual teachers, and to ill-treat them like this while engaged in the service of the Lord is not befitting the eternal devotees, Jay and Vijay. Same thing they did with the four Kumar brothers. No, 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 you cannot enter Vaikuntha naked. You got to wear clothes. So their intention was good, but their action was not good. and therefore they got cursed. But Lord Vishnu said, I will save you, you don't worry. And thus, it was time for Jay and Vijay to take birth on earth. Now, at the same time, Kashyap Muni, who is the son of Marichi, who is the son of Lord Brahma, Brahmaji's son is Marichi, Marichi's son is Kashyap Muni. Kashyap Muni had married several daughters of Prajapati Daksha. One of them was Diti. And one day, as Kashyap Muni was chanting his Gayatri in the evening, at the time of dusk, he was doing his puja, chanting his Gayatri. At that time, somehow, Diti was inflicted with lusty desires. And these lusty desires became very strong. And in a helpless condition, she approached her husband that please satisfy my lusty desires. Please unite with me. And Kashyap Muni said, you are a very chaste wife. You have served me well. And I want to please you. I want to satisfy your desires. But please wait, because this is a very inauspicious time to unite. You see, in the sky, Lord Shiva is riding on his bull, Nandi. And Lord Shiva is accompanied by many ghosts and goblins. And at this time, if we unite, those ghosts and goblins might take shelter of my semen, and your womb will become the home for ghosts and demons. So, this is an inauspicious time to unite. You please wait. Unfortunately, Diti said, oh, my dear husband, I need you now. I cannot wait. The lusty desires are too strong. And finally, Kashyap Muni gave in to the demands of his wife. Very, very important lesson for all of us. Srila Rupa Goswami says, lusty desires are a vague. Vacho vegam, manasa krodha vegam, jivha vegam, udar upastha vegam. Upastha means genital. Etan vegan yo vishaheta dhira, sarvam apimam prithivim sa shishyat. One who can tolerate and control the urge of the genitals. They just want the rubbing sensation. They just want to indulge in sex. A person who can tolerate, no, no, I want to be celibate. I will not give in to the urge of the senses. A dhira, a spiritually advanced person who has the fortitude, who has the tolerance, who has the integrity to tolerate these urges. Such a person can become a spiritual master. Srila Rupa Goswami says. It is very easy to give lectures. It's very easy to sit and talk. But when the urges come, the impulse comes to enjoy, very difficult to stay strong and say no to the temptations. That strength to say no to the temptations comes by taking shelter of Krishna. That strength to say no to the various temptations comes from chanting the holy names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Diti unfortunately lacked that strength, and Kashyap Muni gave in to her demands. They united, and then she felt very depressed. This is the nature of material enjoyment. When the urge comes, it is very tempting that I must do this and I'll be very happy. But after doing the act, we are filled with guilt and remorse. Oh, this pleasure that would lasted for 5 minutes, for those 5 minutes of enjoyment, how much I have lost. How much I have lost. I have lost my purity. I have lost everything. I have broken the principles of bhakti. So much for 5 minutes of pleasure. So Diti was feeling remorse and she apologized to her husband. Kashyap Muni said, what you did is wrong. Now you will have to face the consequences. You will give birth to two demons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, and they will terrorize the universe. They will kill innocent people. They will pollute the women of this world, and they will become the object of displeasure of all the sages. But don't worry, because by heart you are a good lady, you have firm faith in Lord Vishnu, and you respect Lord Shiva. Even though you made a mistake becoming a victim of your temptations, but still by heart you are a good person, you're a good devotee. Therefore, I bless you that both your sons will be killed by the Supreme Lord Himself, and therefore they will attain salvation, they will attain liberation. Diti was somewhat pacified to know that the Supreme Lord will kill my sons and they will attain higher destination. And then Kashyap Muni said, also I give you a benediction that your grandson will be a great devotee. Hiranyakashipu will give birth to a son. His name will be Prahlad, and he will be a pure devotee. This benediction I give you. Then Diti was happy. And then Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu were born. Hiranyaksha was the elder one, even though he was born later. Hiranyaksha was the younger one. And he was very obedient to Hiranyakashipu. He traveled all over the universe, challenging everyone, but he was so powerful, so huge, so mighty that everyone ran away. When he went to Amaravati, the kingdom of Indra, it was empty. Indra and all the demigods had run away out of fear of Hiranyaksha. And for his brother's sake, he was conquering all directions. Finally, he went underwater to the kingdom of Varunadev called Vibhavari, challenged him, give me a fight, come on, fight with me. And Varun Dev said, I have become old. I cannot fight with you. Why don't you go and fight with Lord Vishnu? He will give you a good fight and he will defeat you. Hiranyaksha went to Narad Muni and asked him, where can I find this Vishnu? And Narad Muni very kindly told him that Vishnu is very close by. He has just appeared as Lord Varahadev. And then Hiranyaksha went and challenged Varahadev. The earth had sunk to the bottom of the Garbhodaka ocean. Lord Varahadev very mercifully picked up Mother Earth and was bringing her up when he was accosted by Hiranyaksha. And Hiranyaksha, who is actually an eternal devotee, Nitya Siddha from Vaikuntha, he could not recognize his Lord who had appeared as Varahadev. And he started hurling abusive words at Varahadev. He said, "Oh, amphibious beast, oh, shameless creature, how dare you steal earth from the bottom of the Garbhodak ocean? Don't you know earth belongs to me?" Now, everything belongs to Krishna. But out of his foolishness, out of his pride and arrogance, Hiranyaksha was thinking the earth belonged to him. It is described in Srimad Bhagavatam that Varahadev felt hurt hearing the abusive words of Hiranyaksha, which means the Supreme Lord has feelings. The Supreme Lord feels happy when we glorify Him, and the Supreme Lord feels hurt when we abuse Him, use abusive words, cuss words, or we speak very rudely. The Supreme Lord is sentient. As Srila Prabhupada wrote to his Gurudev in the famous poem on his Vyas Puja, the Absolute is sentient, thou hast proved. Impersonal calamity, thou hast moved. Srila Prabhupada wrote, and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada very much liked these lines. Oh, Abhay Babu has understood my heart. The Absolute is sentient, thou hast proved. Impersonal calamity, thou hast moved. Struggle for existence, the human race, our only hope, His divine grace. Srila Prabhupada wrote to his Gurudev. So beautiful. So Absolute is sentient. Krishna also has feelings just like we do. Varahadev said, I will accept your challenge and I will fight with you. Hiranyaksha was armed with a gada, a mace, club. So was Lord Varahadev. Lord Varahadev gently placed Mother Earth, who was very scared seeing Hiranyaksha. He gently placed Mother Earth on the surface of the Garbhodaka ocean and instilled Mother Earth with power to float on water. And seeing this amazing thing that the earth was floating. Just now she was sunk to the bottom, and now she has the ability to float on the water of the ocean. All the devatas, demigods, they were very happy and they started glorifying Lord Varahadev. Bravo, bravo. And then Varahadev started fighting with Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha was the first one to attack. He attacked Lord Varahadev's chest with his club, and Varahadev dodged it. He moved aside and Hiranyaksha missed, and he got so furious that Varahadev dodged his blow. And then Varahadev tried to strike Hiranyaksha on the forehead, but Hiranyaksha blocked it with his own club. And then the duel began, and the clubs would strike each other, and there was thunder like sound when their clubs struck each other. There was sparks of lightning that was created when they were fighting. And both of them sometimes missed, both of them sometimes hit the target, and both of them were bleeding. Both of them were bruised. But as they were bleeding and as they were getting bruised, their enthusiasm to fight with one another kept on increasing. Finally, Hiranyaksha hit Lord Varahadev's club so hard that the club slipped from Varahadev's grip and fell and sank to the bottom of the ocean. Haribol. And all the devatas were aghast. What is going to happen now? Is Hiranyaksha going to kill Lord Varahadev? They were filled with anxiety. They were panicking. And Hiranyaksha looked at Varahadev and said, "Go and fetch your club, and then we will resume fight. I am a very powerful warrior, and I hold the codes of fighting very sacred in my heart. I will never attack a weak, unarmed opponent like you. Go, get your club back, then we'll fight." Oh, this was very insulting to Lord Varahadev, and Lord Varahadev immediately called for his Sudarshan Chakra. And the Sudarshan Chakra manifested. But Lord Varahadev did not use the Sudarshan Chakra. He got the Sudarshan Chakra just to show Hiranyaksha, you don't have to stop fighting. I am armed. Come on, hit me with your club. Hiranyaksha came charging and he tried to hit Lord Varahadev with his club. And with the tip of his left foot, Varahadev kicked the club, and the club now slipped from the hands of Hiranyaksha. Ye yathamam prapadyante tam sathava bhajamyam. Krishna reciprocated with Hiranyaksha. Then Lord Varahadev said, "Oh, I'm sorry. You lost your grip on your club. Go, pick it up again. I will wait and try again. Try to hit me again with the club." Oh, Hiranyaksha was so angry. He picked up his club and charged again at Lord Varahadev and tried to strike Varahadev on the head. This time, Varahadev simply snatched the club from the hands of Hiranyaksha and said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I got your club. Here, take it and try again." Now Hiranyaksha was disgusted with himself. I can't even hold my club properly. And look, he grabbed the club from me and now he's handing it over to me. It's below my dignity to take the club back from my opponent. So Hiranyaksha instead, he picked up a trident. And this trident was no ordinary trident. It was filled with fire. The fiery trident. And he hurled it towards Lord Varahadev. Now Lord Varahadev released the Sudarshan Chakra, and the Sudarshan Chakra cut that trident into pieces. Hiranyaksha was feeling helpless. How do I kill Varahadev? So with his bare hands, he went and tried to strike Varahadev on his chest. But Varahadev moved back and dodged all the blows of Hiranyaksha. Then Hiranyaksha, he tried to crush Varahadev with his tight embrace. But every time he would try to embrace Varahadev, Varahadev would be just out of his grasp, and he was not able to. And all the demigods are laughing. Imagine Varahadev is standing and Hiranyaksha is going like this to embrace, and he is not able to embrace Varahadev. Then Hiranyaksha tried to conjure up different mystic tricks, creating darkness, creating a rain of stool and urine and bones, everything inauspicious just to bewilder Lord Varahadev, but Lord Varahadev was not bewildered in the slightest. And the Sudarshan Chakra, it dispelled all the darkness, all the illusions that Hiranyaksha was trying to create. Finally, when Hiranyaksha came very close to Varahadev again to strike him, Lord Varahadev very neglectfully, very nonchalantly just slapped him under the ear with his left hand. And that sent Hiranyaksha rolling, and all his hands and legs got dislocated. His eyeballs popped out of their sockets, and Hiranyaksha lay down dead. Shri Varahadev Bhagwan ki jai. In this way, Lord Shri Varahadev killed Hiranyaksha. But actually, Hiranyaksha attained liberation because he was killed at the hands of the Supreme Lord Shri Varahadev Bhagwan. And the Brahmaji and all the Devatas, they came and they saw that although Hiranyaksha had died, his luster had not left his body. In fact, he had become very lustrous. His body was filled with effulgence because he had been touched by Lord Varahadev. This is the power of the Supreme Lord. And then all the Devatas, demigods, they started offering beautiful prayers. And that brings us to the verse that we just read today. That was one of the prayers of the Devatas to Lord Varahadev. So, in this way, Lord Varahadev, he saved the world by killing the demon. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. In Satyayug, in this way, Lord Varahadev appeared and saved the world from the miscreant Hiranyaksha. So I will stop here. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Adi Gadadhar Prabhu. Wonderful class. Ananta Vilas Das, he looks so happy and delighted that the demon got defeated. He's enjoying the Leela. Thank you, Ananta Vilas. Yes, the Lord is eager to engage in a fight for us, his devotees. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you. Okay, questions, please. Reflections. Dear devotees, it's your turn. Please, Jiv Jago, please. Don't be shy. Humility means we act boldly for Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
There she is, Queen of Smiles, Jamuna Jaya.
Gadhahar, it just what a wonderful story. Thank you for telling it with so much passion and really making it alive for us. But one of the things I always appreciate is Krishna, I'll give you a fight, but the nonchalance that he does stuff. I'll kick you with my left foot. Not with my right hand. Like I'll give you a little slap across the ear. You may go down. It's it's just such a reminder of the power of Krishna that we struggle and struggle, and what we struggle to do, Krishna does with such nonchalance. It's just really such a powerful reminder of the glory and the power of Krishna. So thank you so much. It was really wonderful. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you.
Okay, temple room. Oh, Bhima Prabhu, hold it. Bhima Kadaraj, please.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
A little something to always remember in how glorious and mysterious Krishna's pastimes are as related to us from Adi Gadadhar sweetly. And did not fail to remind us that these demons are actually Nitya Siddhas, eternal devotees. So we see that chivalrous ras, the ras of ghastliness, all at play, and that Prabhupada even himself, at the end of the reading of these particular verses, and Hiranyakashipu's, it was Nrsingadev's appearance day or something like that, and at the end of the lecture, Prabhupada said, "All glories to Hiranyakashipu," right? Because without the demons, we wouldn't have all this fun, without all this conflict. It is even said by some Christian mystics that Judas himself, he was selected by Christ to do the most sorrowful and most important service that could have been done for Christ, and that is to betray him uh, against, of course, his heart to betray Christ, but to actually make the decision to tell the authorities where Christ was. Christ got up at the Last Supper and gave the kiss to Judas, meaning he selected him. And so similarly, Krishna selects his battles, and he always likes a good, fair fight. And that's what he gets with us sometimes. Some of us concede as soon as we don't even step into the ring. We're in the audience cheering Krishna on. And some of us say, some of us may say, okay, Krishna, I don't want to do this, but let's do it. I choose you. And we tumble, we rumble. And that's all to the glory and the pleasure and the entertainment and the enjoyment of the devotees to see Krishna do his thing. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Bhima Prabhu.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please. Who is this speaking?
I'm Prashanti.
Prashanti, please go ahead.
So my question, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. My question is related to the killing of the Lord. So anybody who gets killed by the Lord gets liberated. If we see with the fight, the Gajendra and the crocodile was also killed. Did crocodile got the liberation too?
Yes.
Okay.
He became Bhima in this life, right?
The crocodile was Hoo.
Yeah. Okay.
And he got liberated also. Before Gajendra, he got liberated. That is the power of holding on to the feet of a devotee.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Nice. Okay, it's 8:00 darshan time. Thank you very much, Ajay Gadhahar Prabhu. If you have time, please stay for the afterglow.
Okay, I will stay.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Shri Radha Murli Dharma Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Varaha Dev Ki Jai. Spiritual master are the only way by which we can obtain pure devotional service. I bow down to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. Not only Krishna, by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is a perfection that fulfills all desire. He opens my heart and eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, from these destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, friend of the poor and the lost master of devotees. O Master, be merciful to us. Give us the shade of your lotus feet. May your fame swell over the three worlds. We take shelter of lotus feet.
Jai Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Janitai Prabhu. Hare Krishna, welcome to the Afterglow. Dear devotees, Krishna Chandra has a question. Please go ahead, Prabhu.
Not question, but comment. So, was thinking a lot about the souls that were, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. They did a great service, not just to the Supreme Lord by doing a leela that would, give the Lord pleasure, but also did service to all the jivas just by being part of that leela and being part of the shastra and something for us to partake as we are right now at this moment. And I was just thinking, I kind of try to put myself in the position of those souls, thinking I'm about to be the villain in the Leela, and I'm thinking that's like unthinkable. Who wants to like even try to strike the Supreme Lord or to have enmity in their heart for the Supreme Lord? And but then I also think, sometimes the greatest service we can do for the Supreme Lord is by breaking convention. It's like, for instance, with the gopis who they have to maybe not be more covert with their interactions with the Supreme Lord. They have to forsake family ties to be with the Supreme Lord, like in the Rasa dance. I mean, it's kind of a vague juxtaposition, but it's just what comes to my mind. So it's, thank you.
Krishna heard you, Krishna Chandra Prabhu. Thank you. Ananta Vilas Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandat Pranam.
Thanks, Ruth. My daughter Anangmai Chitra had a question.
Prabhu, I was wondering, at times we see that how Jay and Vijay, they had got into the habit of blocking everyone and not giving anyone permission to see the Lord. So in the same way, sometimes we develop habits which are to please Guru and Krishna. We do certain things, But at times we become careless, not realizing that someone is superior, or some Vaishnava's feelings might be hurt by the way we conduct ourselves. And so those habits become obstacles in our devotional path. So how do we make sure that we don't become robotic in our dealings with other Vaishnavas, and how do we make sure that we don't build habits that can go and harm other devotees or hurt them rather?
Hare Krishna. It's a very thoughtful question. Thank you. A few days ago, we celebrated the disappearance day of Shripad Madhvacharya. It was the disappearance of Shripad Madhvacharya, then disappearance of Shripad Ramanujacharya, then Bhaimi Ekadashi, and today Vamana Dvadashi, and tomorrow Nityananda Trayadashi. So it's a spiritual bonanza going on. In the life of Shripad Madhvacharya, there is a very instructive story where Shripad Madhvacharya was going from South India to Uttar Badri. So it's beyond Badrinath. Badrinath is where human beings can go, but Uttar Badri is in the spiritual realm where human beings do not have access. And Shripad Madhvacharya was going there with his disciples. The disciples were going to wait at Badrinath, and Shripad Madhvacharya alone was going to go to Uttar Badri because that is the place of residence of Bhagwan Shri Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasadev, the Gurudev of Shripad Madhvacharya. So Shripad Madhvacharya was going there to have darshan of Srila Vyasadev. When he was on his way from South India to Badrinath, on the way he was passing through the kingdom of a king. And this king was known as a very pious king because he was always engaged in building roads, constructing dams, and various digging of wells, different welfare projects. Always. The king was always 365 days a year, the king was engaged in some welfare activity. That sounds very good, but there was a problem. This king had read in the Shastra, in the Holy Scriptures, that the pious activities are these: construction of wells, dams, building roads, gardens, distribution of food. These are pious activities. So he decided we must do them. But he was doing these good, pious activities in a very impious way. Hare Krishna. Whenever travelers would travel through his country, he would arrest them and make them into slaves, forced labor. And he would say, well, you are traveling through my kingdom, you have to pay me tax. And the tax is for the next 3 months, you work in the construction of this dam. You, for the next 3 months, you dig wells in my kingdom. And he would not pay them. He would force them to work just because they were traveling through his kingdom so that he could have manpower for his so-called welfare projects. So he was doing good things in a bad way. That's exactly what Jai Vijay did. They are supposed to be guardians of Vaikuntha. That's good. But you are doing your service in an impious way. So anyway, this king, he arrested Shripad Madhvacharya. His soldiers did. They arrested Shripad Madhvacharya and his followers and said, come on, dig the well. Shripad Madhvacharya said, we are sannyasis and we are on our way to Badrinath. We are on our way to a holy pilgrimage. We don't have time to dig wells here for 3 months. We have a mission to accomplish. So please don't block us. They said, no, you're already arrested. The moment you set your foot in our kingdom, you became our property. Pick up the shovel and start digging. Come on. We don't care if you're a sannyasi or acharya. Doesn't matter. Srimad Madhvacharya said, at least have the decency of allowing me audience with your king. Please call your king. I want to talk to him. So the soldiers, they called the king, that a very great sannyasi acharya from South India, Shri Madhvacharya. He has got dozens of disciples with him. We have arrested him. We are telling him to work, but he says he wants to talk to you first. So the king said, okay, I'll go. So the king came and he told Srimad Madhvacharya that you have to work for me for at least few months. Srimad Madhvacharya said, I am Acharya, I am a sannyasi. My job is to travel and preach. I am actually on my way to meet Lord Vyasadev. Please don't delay me. The king said, I don't care who you are. Right now, you are my slave. You're in my kingdom, you're under arrest. Start working. Srimad Madhvacharya said, listen, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Yad yad acharati shreshthas tatta devetaro jana sayat pramanam kurute lokasad anuvartate. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that what the great people do, common men follow, and whatever standards they set, everyone tries to follow those standards. You are the king. You are the leader. I don't know how to dig well. I have never done it. As a leader, you take the shovel and you show me how to dig. Then we will see. First, as a leader, you have to lead by example. You show me how to dig. So the king said, all right. The king came, picked up the shovel, and started digging. Now the king is digging. How can the soldiers just stand by and watch? They also took shovels and they also started digging. Dig, 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 dig. And Srimad Madhvacharya, with his mystic power, he blessed them. Keep digging. Tadhastu. May you remain like this. Keep digging. And like robots, they kept digging. They were overpowered by Srimad Madhvacharya's mystic power, Siddhi. And Srimad Madhvacharya told his disciples, all right, let's go. And they took off. They continued their journey, and the king and his soldiers are dig, 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 dig. So anyway, Srimad Madhvacharya taught them a good lesson. But actually, this may be a funny incident, but actually it is very deep. It teaches us that we should not do spiritual activity in a improper way. We should not do pious activity in an impious way. We should not engage in devotional service in a non-devotional way. See, there is no way around Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishna. There is no way around humility, tolerance, respectfulness, pridelessness. There is no way around Gopi Bhartur Padakamalayor, Das, Das, Anudas. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभुर दासेर अनुदास सेवा अभिलाष करे नरोत्तम दास राजा कहे आमी तोमार दासेर अनुदास भृत्येर भृत्य करो ei अभिलाष अहम हरे तव पादैक मूल दासानुदासो भविता में भूय मनः स्मरे तासु पतेर गुणांस्ते गृणीतवा कर्म करो तु काया. There is no way around this principle. Everywhere in the Shastra, whether it is Srimad Bhagavatam, whether it is Chaitanya Charitamrita, whether it is the Vaishnava songs of Srila Narottam Das Thakur, everywhere it is said that we have to aspire to become the servant of the servant of the servant. My Gurudev, His Holiness Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj says, if we love the devotees, then Krishna will love us. And if we love Krishna, then the devotees will love us. So we have to be gentle devotees, we have to be sensitive, we have to be thoughtful, and we should not be brash or arrogant in our dealings with the Vaishnavas, thinking that, oh, I am engaged in the service of the Lord. See, to engage in the service of the Lord and to neglect the devotees is what? Kanishta Adhikari. It's the classic definition of a Kanishta. And Prabhupada doesn't want us to be Kanishtas. He doesn't want us to be neophytes. He wants us to advance. And a Madhyam Adhikari, Prema Maitri Kripopeksha Yaha Karoti Samadhyama. A Madhyam Adhikari will have love for Krishna, friendship with the devotees. He will show compassion to the innocent, ignorant, and he will avoid the blasphemers. That is what we should do. We should become good Madhyam Adhikaris. So we should be sensitive to the devotees. We should perform bhakti in a very humble way. And while performing devotional service, we should remember the example of this king who arrested Shripad Madhvacharya and Jay and Vijay, who blocked Lakshmi ji and the four Kumar brothers. That while conducting devotional service, we may commit offenses. And those offenses are caused by a certain type of pride and arrogance that comes because I am a devotee. Amita Vaishnava, ei buddhi haya, amani na haila ami. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, when I think that I am a Vaishnava, Amita Vaishnava, I am a Vaishnava, I am a great Vaishnava, I am a senior, I am initiated, I am giving class, all of you are listening. Hari Bol, every month Anand Vrindavan Prabhu, every month Anand Vihari Prabhu invites me. Amita Vaishnava. Ei buddhi hai, amani na hoilo ami. If we think like this, that I am a devotee, I am a Vaishnava, then we cannot become amani. Amani means not to expect respect. Humble. One cannot be humble, prideless, if one thinks that I am a great Vaishnava. So therefore, while performing bhakti, we should know that these are all borrowed plumes. They are not ours. Prabhupada always told us that our preaching should be done in the mood of a postman. The postman comes and delivers. A postman may deliver a $2,000 MacBook Pro at the door, but he takes no credit. He just keeps it and goes. So we may deliver a very valuable message, but we are simply bearers of the message. It's not that because I said, "Trinadapi sunichena," you should be humble like a blade of grass. That means that I have attained that state of humility. No. Unfortunately, no. I am simply transmitting the message. And we have to pray for the blessings of devotees, that by your blessings, Krishna will give me mercy. Kashyap Muni blessed his wife that yes, your kids will be demons, but I bless you that the Supreme Lord will deliver them. So similarly, we need blessings of devotees, that we have done bad things, we are pregnant with our sins, but may the blessings of Guru, may the blessings of the senior devotees save us from our sins, which we bear. So yeah, we have to be careful. We have to be careful. And there are so many examples in the scriptures to remind us again and again and again the dangers of pride and arrogance. Another classic example is that of Chitraketu Maharaj. He had darshan of Lord Sankarshan. He became the king of Vidyadhar. Few days ago, he was crying like a attached materialist who wanted a son. And now suddenly, by the blessings of Angira Muni and Narada Muni, he has become a self-realized Vidyadhar. He had darshan of Lord Sankarshan. And he's singing, flying across the world with no restriction, no limitations. He's just singing the glories of the Lord, accompanied by the Vidyadharis. And he happens to see Lord Shiva sitting on Mount Sumeru, giving a Bhagavatam class on renunciation to all the sadhus and sannyasis, with Mother Parvati sitting on his left lap. And every now and then he looks at the beautiful face of Mother Parvati and says, "You should give up the association of women." And he looks at his wife, "You should remain celibate. You should remain unmarried." And Chitraketu Maharaj starts laughing. And he says, "Only Lord Shiva, only you can do this. With a beautiful wife on your lap, you're talking to sannyasis about renunciation. Who else but you can do this?" So Chitraketu Maharaj intended to glorify Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva understood that. But Mother Parvati was offended. Chitraketu displeased Vaishnavi. One of the names of Mother Parvati is Vaishnavi, Vaishnav Devi. Hmm? Vaishnavi. Shivji is the greatest Vaishnava, Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu, and his wife Parvati is the greatest Vaishnavi, devotee. And she was displeased, just like Lakshmi was displeased by Jai Vijay, just like the four Kumar brothers were displeased by Jai Vijay. Similarly, Mother Parvati was displeased. She was offended by Chitraketu coming and almost mocking her husband in front of everybody, in front of the students. She was not, she didn't find it funny. You can say that. And she said, "You, Lord Brahma is watching. He's not saying anything. Indra is watching. He's not saying anything. All the devatas are watching my husband. They don't say anything. And you, Chitraketu, you have the audacity to correct my husband, become a demon." And Chitraketu fell down. After all he had gone through, after marrying millions of ladies to have a son and failing, and then finally getting a son, Harsha Shok, and then losing his son, premature death, and crying and wailing and suffering so bad. After going through all that, he meets his Gurudev and chants the mantra. And within a week, because of his sincerity, he becomes self realized. And now he's preaching and everybody's looking up to him. And after going through all this, one mistake, and he falls down. So all that we do in Krishna consciousness, it's a house of cards. Have you seen a house of cards? It looks beautiful. It's awe-inspiring. Oh, wow, what have you built? It takes one blow and we fall down. Srila Prabhupada tells the story of the mouse. You heard that story? Punar Mushika Bhava. Prabhupada says, mouse was running away from a cat, goes to a sadhu, help me, help me. Sadhu says, what do you want? The cat is chasing me, help me. Okay, what do you want me to do? Make me a cat. Become a cat. The mouse gets transformed into a cat. Now there is no fear of rats. Starts going. Again comes back, scared. What happened now? The sadhu asks, oh, now the dog is chasing me, help me, help me. What do you want? Make me a dog. All right, become a dog. Now the mouse who had become a cat now becomes a dog. Bow, bow. Now I'm not scared of cats. Now I'm not scared of other dogs. I'm fine now. Now I got it figured out. And again starts coming. Scared, running to the sadhu. Help me, help me. Now what happened? Oh, the tiger is chasing me. What do you want? Make me a tiger, please. All right. Become a tiger. Rat became a cat became a dog, and the dog became a tiger now. Now he's got big, big claws. He weighs 500 pounds, pure muscle. Oh, can roar. Even the elephants get scared. Now I have nothing to fear. Now I'm fine. And start staring at the sadhu. The saint says, why are you staring at me? "Hmm, I am hungry. Let me make you my first meal." And the tiger starts pouncing on the sadhu who made him a tiger. And as the tiger is in midair about to pounce on the sadhu says, Punar Mushika Bhava. Again become a mouse. And poof, becomes a rat and falls on the lap of the sadhu. The sadhu brushes off the rat. Get out. That is our situation. We come to Krishna consciousness completely confused, bewildered. Arti, Artharti, Jigyasu, Jnanisha, Bharatarshava, we take shelter of Krishna. Guru Maharaj, he makes us a bhakta. Then they give us initiation, first initiation, then second initiation. Then we start worshipping the deity. We start giving classes. People start thinking, oh, he's been a devotee 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25. Senior devotee, senior devotee, senior devotee syndrome, holier than thou syndrome. And then we start offending devotees. What will Krishna say? Punar Mushika Bhava. Again become a mouse. Again fall down. Again break the regulative principles. Again become what you were before you came to Krishna consciousness. If we are arrogant, if we are proud. So we have to be very humble. We have to be very careful. Everyone is better than me. And I'm simply doing what I'm doing by the mercy of Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas. And I'm very grateful for that. Hare Krishna. This should be our attitude. Is that okay, beta?
Yes, Prabhu, please bless me so I can develop this attitude.
Hare Krishna. We have to all pray for each other. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Jai, thank you. Wonderful question, wonderful answer. Okay, Adipusha Prabhu, you're the senior devotee here. Would you like to speak? Unmute yourself. Let me see if I can ask you to unmute.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
wonderful class. Especially we relish the joy and enthusiasm he has in glorifying Krishna. So beautiful. We hear about Lord Varaha and all the different things that Krishna does to defeat these powerful demons. I've heard some devotees lately speaking about some misdirected, powerful people, and they elaborately glorify the power and the ridiculous things some people are doing in the name of government. But it seems like it might be a little more appropriate to, at the end of their discourse about the misdirected people in power, that they say, but Krishna is so wonderful that he's more powerful than any puny demon. And even with his left hand, Krishna defeats this great, great demon, Hiranyaksha, just by touching him with his left hand. So we appreciate the fact that there are formidable adversaries. And in the Vedas, there's a description about drama, and that you have to have a hero, but also you have to have a significant demon and some situation that needs to be corrected. And then when that situation is corrected, when Krishna is ultimately victorious, it's his glory that he defeated such a formidable adversary. So I hope we'll remember to, at the end of whatever we have to say how wonderful is Krishna, right? Anyway, we've heard all this before, but it's appropriate to remind of the simple basic principle. Again, thank you for a wonderful class. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Adipurush Prabhu.
Jai, thank you. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. Jagannath Gopal Prabhu, can Preetu Maharaj say Hare Krishna and complete the yajna?
Who's going to volunteer to be a formidable demon for Krishna?
You and
Thank you.
Krishna Chandra.
All right, Krishna Chandra, are you ready? You and I, tag team. I think we can take him.
All right.
Krishna.
I got your back. I'm ready.
Oh, I gotta go first, huh? All right, I got it.
Jai Madi Allari. Hare Krishna Anu, Jai Mad. Hare Krishna Anu. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Hari Bol Madi Allari. Become shy seeing so many faces.
That's a
Hari Bol.
virtue. Being shy is a virtue. We
Hari
got
Bol
you.
Madhu.
We got you, Preetu. Thank you, Jagannath Gopal. It's perfect. Perfect. Thank you very much. Adi Gadhahar Prabhu. Wonderful class, wonderful narration. Thank you so much. Dear devotees on this call, we love you. We need you. Thank you for your association. Thank you for your smiles. Hare Krishna. Have a wonderful day. Go to the temple, dance, chant, sweat for Krishna. Hare Krishna.